Hi, I'm Don Calhoun.
And I'm Dwayne Coos, and we're co-authors of the book, How to Dance with the Elephant. Thanks for joining us today, and we've got an excellent topic that I think you're going to enjoy, and that is...
who controls your life, or what do you control in life?
The control issue of the world around us. You know, I think I got my crap together. I'm in control of my life, right, Don?
Yeah, you illusionary beast, you. As we go down the roll and ask yourself this question, which we asked up here at Hermit Lake, our little lonely writer's garret, as we sit every week and work out the topic of our book, what is it that we have the capacity of actually controlling? I mean, do we control our family? Do we control our church? Do we control our lives? Do you have control of who you are?
Maybe the question should be even what has control, because in our research relative to the book and a topic we've talked about, but this magic thing called death has lots and lots of control over what we do on a day-to-day basis and what our aspirations are for the future. And the bottom line in all of it, when we look around us and all the things pushing, shoving, pulling, twisting, I don't control very much.
No, and this is literally that one of those paradox things that we talk about. You know, on a small scale, if I, as a father, would say to his son, pretending you're my son, I want you to do this and I want you to do that. You can only do this and you can only do that. The more that I try to control my son, the reality is the more he is probably going to break away from me because he doesn't want to be controlled. None of us want to be controlled. However, that leaves us to that question even amongst ourselves. How much of my life or your life do you actually control? And I believe this comes into the part of the equation when Dwayne talked about our equation and our cosmic legacy of receptive choice. And this topic plays right in there. Really, the only thing we can control is our perceptions to an event or occurrence. And then we can, because of our perception, we can choose to view anything how we want. We then have an ability to control how we will react to that.
I think this is a perfect topic for the equation, and in fact to verify the relevance of the equation. Because if in fact I can identify my creative power, my spark, my passion, and from that then look at the world around me and pick and choose, you know, what it is that I will allow to control me, and with that have the faith that what I'm going to do is going to be what it needs to be. But in reality, I really don't know, and no one, neither does anybody else. But in the end, to wrap my arms around that, here comes time, I'm with it, I'm every day giving it my all, and with that comes my cosmic legacy. So I'm in the same world, but at least I have the perception that I'm in tune with who I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And so the key learning ingredient here is literally the power of your perception and your control to your environment as to what you have the capacity to. You may believe that you actually have control over stuff that you don't have control. None of us really have control how long we're going to live. Certainly we can have choices that could help us maybe live longer, but we really don't control that. We don't really control what my wife is going to do in a given moment. I can't control that. That is another individual. So this is a lesson for yourself to understand just the dynamics, the sheer dynamics of control and how it impacts your life, and then realizing you have the choice of receptive choice on how you perceive those things.
To bring closure to this topic is so big that if you study the Freuds of the world, the Ranks, Kierkegaard, they go to great length of trying to decide how is it that all of us don't go from neurosis to psychosis
Yeah.
just because of the reality of what we live in. You know, the idea that we should all be crazy makes a lot of sense.
That sounds fun to me. So anyway, thank you for joining on this little tidbit of this wonderful subject of control, and it is a very profound one and controls our life enormously. And the key to the control is to understand that a lot of things you just don't have control over, and then the perception is what you do have. So ask yourself those very important points and join us on this journey.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. If you enjoyed today's information and would like to receive 20 free videos,
20 free videos that cover the key questions that people usually ask about dancing with the elephant, you can go to dancewiththeelephant.com.